To say a bird, a human being, and so on. But yet when we see something unusual, we're enamored by it. And Chazon Ish completes this particular section by saying it's also human nature to be astonished at the sight of strange beings, handicapped people, very small people, very tall people. But the source of such astonishment lies in the non-logical part of the human thought and is not part of the intellect. If all of your astonishments are spent on being enamored by how people are unusual looking, part of his skin is black, part of his skin is white, he has two different color eyes, his hair has a white streak, he's really tall, he's really short, he's missing an arm, that's what astonishes you. You, my friend, are not using your intellect. This is not a sign of wisdom. In fact, it's a sign of the opposite. It's a sign of the opposite. One time, a Jew tells me that he just had a surgery. And you know, surgeries are not fun. Especially when the painkillers or whatever was making the pain numb subsides. Many times that waking up of your skin, of your flesh, is more painful than the surgery itself. So he just had a surgery, and the skin started waking up, the body started waking up, and he was in an enormous amount of pain. Now, when you're in enormous pain, it's hard to think. But he saw that there was somebody next to the pharmacy that was missing two legs. Missing, like, it looks like some, he had it amputated. And he was sitting there in a wheelchair. And despite him being in pain, he stopped, went to the guy and he said, "Can I help you with anything?" And the guy was enamored. "Can you get me water?" Like, no one else paid attention to him. He's sitting there all day. "Yeah, can I get water?" "Sure." And he goes and gets some water. The guy that had his legs amputated could have gotten himself. I mean, he had a wheelchair. And no one is paying attention to him. Who paid attention to him? Someone else that's in pain. Why is he paying attention to him? Because through his pain, he realized, wow, my pain is temporary. Eventually the surgery will heal. Eventually the pain will subside. Eventually the painkillers will kick in. But he's missing parts of his body. They're not growing back. Through his pain, he learned how to help somebody else that's in bigger pain. Now, when we only look at other people's other people's deformities, as a way to amuse ourselves, we are less than animals. Less than animals, because even animals don't do that. You're never going to see a bunch of animals making fun of another animal that's missing a leg. In fact, many times in nature you're going to see the opposite. But when we use the wisdom that HaKadosh Baruch Hu implanted in us, we'll be able to not only be enamored by all of creation, but also be able to use this brain of ours, this neshama of ours, to start bringing kindness to each other in ways that are simply not normal to a person that does not have wisdom already instilled in them.